Hello, hi, my dear students. Welcome to the new lecture of part 2 of exercise 12.3 children. And today we are going to study the rest of the sums of exercise 12.3. And let's start with question number 7 of exercise 12.3. Now see question number 7. Here is question number 7. Read the question. Question is, the sides of a triangle are 15 centimeter, 36 centimeter and 39 centimeter. Verify that it is a right angle triangle. You have to verify or you have to prove that by using these sides of a triangle whether the given triangle is a right angle triangle or not. ये आपको prove करना है. Okay, so here you have to verify that it is a right angle triangle. ये verification करना है. Now to verify whether it is a right angle triangle or not, what we have to do here, this remember this important point, that if the Pythagoras property holds or Pythagoras property satisfies, then the triangle must be right angle triangle. And what is Pythagoras property? Pythagoras property is what? Square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of other two sides. Suppose the length of one side is A and other two sides length is A and B. So according to that, square of hypotenuse side is equal to sum of the length of other two sides. So let's start. Now children, see here which is the longest side here. Longest side is always hypotenuse. Okay, so let's check out the longest side. Here the longest side is what? 39 centimeter. So let's find the square of the longest side. So here let's start the solution. What is the solution now? The longest side is 39 centimeter. So therefore find the square of this 39. 39 square, when you will find it, you will get 1521. Let us give this as number 1. Now let's find the square of other two sides. That is what? 15 and 36. Sum of the square of other two sides. So that is 15 square plus 36 square. Now 15 square is what? 225 plus 36 square is what? 1296. When you will simplify, you will get 1521. So give it number 2. So from 1 and 2, what you are getting? That 39 square is equal to 15 square plus 36 square. Okay, 1 and 2, its left hand side is equal and its right hand side is also equal. So therefore what it is? A right angled triangle. Easy. Now let's move to question number 8. Now see children, question number 8. Read the question carefully, then only the sum will be very easy for you. So let me explain you question number 8 now. Question is, a ladder 4.5 meter long is placed against a wall in such a way that the foot of the ladder is 2.7 meter away from the wall, and you have to find the height of the wall. Now let's try to understand this question by the figure. Now ladder आपको पता है कि हमेशा ladder ऐसी खड़ी होती है wall के साथ. Okay, so suppose this is our wall and let me give the name to the wall. Here I have written PR is the wall. Suppose this is PR and this is Q. Okay, so QR is what? QR आपकी क्या हो जाएगी? QR हो जाएगी ladder. जो लैडर है वो किसको टच कर रही है? वॉल के साथ खड़ी है. दिस इज PR एंड व्हाट इज रिटन? ए लैडर 4.5 मीटर लॉन्ग. सो लेट्स पुट द वैल्यू. 4.5 meter long is ladder which is placed against a wall in such a way that the foot of the ladder. Now you see children, this Q is the foot of the ladder, है कि नहीं? तो ये जो Q है, this Q is foot of the ladder, is 2.7 meter away from the wall. Okay, and this is the wall. So according to this figure, let QR is the position of the ladder and Q be the foot of the ladder and PR is the wall. okay, or you can say height of the wall. PR is what? PR is the height of the wall, and you have to find what? Height of the wall, that is PR. Now very simple, you can see here we are getting a right angle triangle, and again we are going to use Pythagoras theorem to find the height of the wall, that is what? PR. So let's use this. So here we have used Pythagoras theorem in triangle RPQ. So what is Pythagoras theorem? Square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of other two sides. ये पहले Pythagoras theorem लिखेंगे हम. Okay, now just put the values. QR, see the figure, QR is how much? 4.5 meter square is equal to PR, that is the height of the wall we have to find, so it will remain as it is, plus PQ how much given? 2.7 and square, and simplify 4.5 means 4.5 multiplied by 4.5 आपको क्या मिलेगा? 20.25 is equal to, and then PR square plus 2.7 square is 7.29, transpose, and after transposing you are getting PR square is equal to 12.96, and PR will be what? Square root of 12.96, and when you find its square root you will get 3.6, means 3.6 into 3.6 is what? 12.96. And what is this PR? What is this PR, children? See in the figure, this PR is nothing but the height of the wall, and that only you have to find. So let's write the answer. Therefore the height of the wall is how much? Yes, 3.6 meter or centimeter, sorry, meter given. So let's write 3.6 meter. Okay, now I hope this example you understood with this figure. Okay, simple. देखो कभी भी लैडर ऐसे खड़ी होती है दीवार पर, आपने देखा होगा, है ना? So by this figure it will be very easy. Okay, now let's move to the next example. Now children, let's move to question number 9. Question is easy if you will read the question and draw the correct figure and put the data correctly in the figure. Then only it will be very easy. And let's see the question. Question is, two poles of height 9 meter and 14 meter stand upright on a plain ground. यानी कि एक प्लेन ग्राउंड है जिसके ऊपर दो पोल्स है जिसकी हाइट क्या है? 9 मीटर एंड 14 मीटर. ओके, इफ़ द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन देयर फीट, फीट यानी जहाँ से वो शुरू हुआ उनका जो पैर है नीचे का फीट, ओके, बॉटम पॉइंट, उसके बीच, दोनों के बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है, व्हाट इज़ दैट? 12. Okay, so you have to find the distance between their tops. Okay, means top of the distance between the top of the two poles. Now let's try to understand with the figure. देखिए, AB is one pole and CD is one pole. Okay, so let AB and CD be two poles of height 9 meter, and what is the height of CD? 14 meter given in the question. And they are standing upright on a plain ground, and if the distance between their feet, this is the foot of first pole and this is the foot of second pole, so if the distance between these two poles, between the distance between their feet is 12 meter, so here this is 12 meter given to you, you have to find the distance between their tops, means what is the top of pole 1 A and top of pole 2 is, second pole is C. So this distance you have to find. So see children, let's see, you have to find what? Distance between their tops, and it is shown by AC in the figure. So I hope you understood this figure. Now let's see the figure. यहाँ से एक हमको डिफरेंट पॉइंट मिलेगा, सो यू हैव टू जॉइन फ्रॉम ए, यू हैव टू ड्रॉ ए लाइन फ्रॉम ए टू दिस पॉइंट. Okay, so you will get now AE. Okay, at first what was the figure in this way, that this is one pole and this is the other pole, and this is the distance between the feet of the two poles, and this is the top. Okay, and again you can see from here, if we join here, you are getting a right angle triangle. So in this way this figure you got. Okay, so you can see this is right angle triangle now. Now children see, if this is this BD length is 12 meter, so AE will also be what? 12 meter. Okay, this you know very well. Now AEC is a right angle triangle. You have to find AC. अब AE तो आपके पास है, it means you must know CE also. So if you know CE, so that by using Pythagoras theorem you can find AC. Okay, so let's find out first CE. Now CE is what? CE is nothing but CE is equal to find this distance CE, you have to subtract the length AB. Means if this AB is 9 meter, so ED will be also what? 9 meter. You see, AB and ED both are same. So subtract ED from CD so that you will get CE. So let's write all this. Now see, if this AB is 9, ED भी क्या हो जाएगा? 9. So let's write AB equal to ED equal to 9 meter. That is given. Now you have to find CE. So CE is equal to CD minus ED. So 14 minus 9 is equal to 5 meter. Now we use Pythagoras theorem in right angle triangle AEC. Now let's use Pythagoras theorem. AE square plus CE square is equal to AC square. We have AE as 12 meter and CE अभी हमने find किया. CE is how much? 5 meter. Put the value, solve, and 144 plus 25 is equal to 169. So AC will be, AC is what now? 13 meter. And children, see the figure. What is this AC? This AC is nothing but the distance between their tops, means distance between the top of the two poles. Okay, and that only you have to find. So let's write the answer. Answer is what? Distance between their tops is how much? 13 meter. है ना easy? Yes, if we draw the correct figure and put the correct data in the figure according to the question. Now let's move to the next one. Now see, here is your question number 10. Question number 10 of exercise 12.3. The question is, the sides of a triangle are of length 6.5 centimeter, 6 centimeter and 2.5 centimeter. Is this a right angle triangle? You have to find that by using these sides, that whether this triangle is a right angle triangle or not. If so, means if this is a right angle triangle, then which is the hypotenuse? So out of these three sides, which one is the hypotenuse? Okay, so now let's first find that whether it is a right angle triangle or not. Now here the longest side is what? 6.5 centimeter. You know, if to find a right angle triangle, you have to verify that the square of the longest side should be equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. Okay, so what is the longest side? 6.5. It's a square, you find out, you will get 42.25. let's give this as number 1. अब जो बाकी की जो दो साइड है उनका स्क्वायर करके उनको प्लस करेंगे, सो यू आर गेटिंग 42.25. So what we can find, that square of 6.5 is equal to sum of the square of other two sides. So therefore the given triangle is what? A right angle triangle. Now which is the hypotenuse? Now you know, if we draw a triangle like this, so this will be the hypotenuse and this is the length of the other two sides. So which is hypotenuse? Which length is hypotenuse? 6.5. So we write 6.5 centimeter is the length of the hypotenuse. Okay, now let's move to question number 11. Now see children, question number 11. Question is, the adjacent sides of a rectangle are 3.6 centimeter and 1.5 centimeter. Find the length of the diagonal. Again, let's draw the figure according to the question and see question. According to the question, we have to draw our rectangle. Here you can see I have drawn one rectangle PQRS. Now you have to find the length of the diagonal. So it means you have to draw a diagonal. Now what is meant by diagonal? A line segment which joins the opposite vertices. Okay, so here which are the opposite vertices? S and Q, P and R. Any one diagonal you have to draw. So let me draw this diagonal, and here SQ is the diagonal. Now let's put the data in the figure. 3.6 is the adjacent side. Now what is meant by adjacent? Adjacent means the side which is coming one by one, जो एक के बाद एक आती है. So this side and this side let us consider. Okay, so let us consider this as 3.6 centimeter and this is given as 1.5 centimeter. You have to find the length of the diagonal, means you have to find what? SQ. SQ you have to find. So question number 11. So here PQ is how much? 3.6 centimeter. SP according to the figure is 1.5 centimeter. Length of the diagonal is what? Length of the diagonal, that is SQ. Okay, so let's find SQ. And now you know in rectangle all the angles of a rectangle is 90 degree. So if this is 90 degree, now it's a right angle triangle, and you know you have to use Pythagoras theorem again. So according to Pythagoras, this is your hypotenuse. Now this is 90 degree, the side opposite to 90 is hypotenuse. So square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of these two sides. Put the values, simplify. 1.5 square is 2.25, 3.6 square is 12.96. Now add these two, 12.96 and 2.25. Whenever we are adding decimals, you know children, dot should be one below the other, and arrange the numbers properly, and you will get here 15.21 when you will add this. Okay, so here 15.21 is SQ square, and SQ will be what? Square root of 15.21, and when you will find its square root, you will get its answer as 3.9 centimeter. Okay, so SQ is nothing but length of the diagonal. So let's write answer according to the question. What is answer? Now write down length of the diagonal is 3.9 centimeter. Okay, now let's see the last question of this exercise. Now see question number 12. ABC is an isosceles right triangle. It is given to you, and given that right angle is at C. Okay, so prove that AB square is equal to 2 times AC square. Now right angle at what? C. So here it's C. C I have taken 90 degree. Right angle means यहाँ पर आपको 90 degree लेना है, and then you will get this type of figure. And it is said that ABC is an isosceles right triangle. And you know in isosceles triangle two sides are equal. So suppose this AC and CB is what? Equal. Then it is a isosceles right angle triangle at C. Okay. Now children, आपको पता है कि जो ये hypotenuse side होती है, this is AB hypotenuse is always greater than other two sides, that is AC and BC. Why? By the property of, this is the property of right angle triangle. Okay, so that hypotenuse is always greater than these remaining two sides. As we have given that AC and BC are equal. क्यों AC और BC इक्वल हो जाएंगे? क्योंकि इट इज़ ए राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल. राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल में AC और BC दो साइड्स क्या है? इक्वल. सो लेट्स यूज दैट ABC is an isosceles right triangle. This is given to you. Therefore AC is equal to what? BC. This is given. क्यों गिवन? क्या है? ये आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल है जिसपे दो साइड इक्वल है, तो हमने लिखा AC is equal to BC. Now by Pythagoras theorem, if we use Pythagoras theorem in this right angle triangle, you will get AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Up AC will be as it is, suppose. Now plus BC. Here we have BC is equal to AC. So in place of BC, what we write now? AC. Okay, AC square is there. So we write AC square. Now AC square plus AC square is what? 2AC square. So that this only you have to prove that AB square is equal to 2 times AC square. And very simple, again see, as it is a right angle, isosceles triangle, so its two sides are equal. So AC is equal to BC. So by using Pythagoras theorem we have got this. और AC की जगह हमने BC रखे और BC की जगह AC रखा. So you are getting 2AC square and hence proved. This only we have to prove. So children, in this way we have completed part 2 of exercise 12.3 and I hope now you understood how to use Pythagoras theorem in the examples. Okay, so that's all in this video. Bye bye.